share the love to save lives here at Mardi Cause. I hope you dressed up for the occasion. And if you did, by all means, share those photos and hashtag Mardi Cause 2021. We love to see how you guys are celebrating. We are all here together, of course, to help out and raise some money for the cats and dogs at the Sequoia Humane Society. Dogs like Winifred over here. She heard her name. Winifred. She's just gonna be running around like the crazy little puppy she is. Alright everyone, we are going about to tour the shelter and meet some staff from the Sequoia Humane Society, which we're gonna first stop off at the office and meet Tara and Christy. We're gonna hear a message from our executive director, as well as meet some of the puppers and kitters that you are available to adopt right here. As well, you're going to be learning all about the fund that you are now supporting thanks to you bidding. And remember, if you do see those items, just click on the link as well. Throughout the videos, you will see another link, which is just a direct fund to the medical fund, which is where puppers like this can get their shots and be taken care of. So be ready to meet everyone around here. Our kennel manager, Catherine. We're going to learn, of course, more about that medical fund by experts who know way more than I do. And we're going to hear from another adopter, which, if you want to visit the dog kennels and learn about the Kennel Upgrade project, stay tuned, because we're about to go right there. And throughout the night, of course, what is this? This is a fundraiser for the Sequoia Humane Society. So be sure to click those links to bid on the auctions. You can go direct to the medical fund, and please help us reach our goal of $25,000 thanks to Mardi Cause. All of the money raised here during Mardi Cause goes back to the medical fund, while all of the trips are being sponsored by AmFund, and those trips that you're about to be bidding on will take you all around the world as well as the country, and they are some deluxe accommodations with as many people as you want to take, and there's going to be no holds, no bar limits for 3 years. So you have up to 3 years to take that trip that you are about to win. Of course, you can watch your bid and go bid by going to the link that's posted below. As well, don't forget to hit up the auto bid feature, because that's going to be your friend. You don't want anybody to outbid you, so make sure to set your limits beforehand. That way in those last few minutes you can sneak on in there.
Hi, my name is Kelsey and I'm the Community Outreach Director here at Sequoia Humane Society. This will be my third Mardi Cause here at the shelter, and even though it looks a little different this year, I'm so excited to be a part of it. It's actually pretty cool because we get to hang out at the shelter and tell you more about the exciting things we have going on. Let's head over to the kennels so I can tell you more about the Kennel Upgrade project and what we have planned. Welcome to our kennels. Our main kennel area has 14 kennel suites and can house around 14 to 18 dogs at a time. Around the corner to the back area, you will see our hold kennels, which are typically off limits, but we can peek back here really quickly. Here we have our 7 hold kennels where we house expecting, ill, large or shy dogs, and 2 large exercise pens for larger dogs or litters. You may notice that these kennels are nothing fancy. In fact, these kennels are probably close to 30 years old. They've housed thousands of dogs in our shelter and are providing shelter for dogs right now, but they are reaching the end of their lifespan. At the end of 2019, we launched the Kennel Upgrade project to raise funds to replace all of the kennels in the shelter. So far, we have made it nearly halfway to our goal with help from our project sponsors. Thank you so much for your support this far. Once our project is completed, your contribution will be permanently recognized at our shelter through dedicated signage, as well as on our website as a way to show just some of the gratitude we feel for the help you have humbly offered to dogs in our shelter. For more information on the Kennel Upgrade project and how there's still time for you to become a part of this life-saving project, call 707-442-1782. Up next, our lead animal care specialist, Amanda, is going to tell you more about how we combat stress and boredom for our shelter dogs. Then we'll hear from Lee, a former adopter, and our front office staff.
Hello, Humboldt, and welcome to Mardi Cause 2021. My name is Amanda. I am the lead animal care specialist here at Sequoia Humane Society, and this is Amelia. I have worked at the shelter for a little over 2 years. Right now, I am in the visitation room at the shelter to talk more about our Canine Enrichment program. I want to share more with you about what providing enrichment means for dogs, how we keep our shelter dogs happy and stimulated, and why we have a program for it here in the shelter. What does canine enrichment mean? Canine enrichment means providing opportunities for dogs that encourage their natural behaviors through the use of their senses. Being in a kennel can get bored without a little entertainment. Through enrichment programs, we indulge more natural behaviors like playing, chasing, running, smelling, and chewing to help keep dogs physically and mentally stimulated. Our canine enrichment program has a varied list of ways that we combat dog boredom in our shelter. Dogs in our care receive regular stimulation that aims to address all 5 of their senses indoors, providing toys and stuffed treats for them to chew, playing music in the kennels, and hanging wind chimes on our outdoor exercise pens. Also scheduling regular play groups among shelter dogs. The benefits of providing canine enrichment extend far beyond just reducing boredom. In fact, canine enrichment can help promote the bond experience between humans and dogs and help dogs become more confident overall. This all adds up to making dogs in our shelter even more prepared for success in their new homes once they are adopted. I want to emphasize the importance of community support to our shelter. Without your support, we certainly wouldn't have so many happy tales here in the shelter.
Hi there, my name's Lee, and I've been involved with Sequoia since November of 2016. Initially as a volunteer, I used to come down and walk the dogs a lot, but obviously with the pandemic, that's not possible. But I've also, since then, I've joined the board of directors, and I've also just been nominated to be the treasurer, I will be starting as the treasurer. This little girl with me is Lupita, which is Little Lupe. Lupita was a shelter dog here from Sequoia, who I met in 2018, in January of 2018. I was sitting in her kennel the day after she was spayed, and she looked up at me, and that was it. So she came home and met the rest of my family of 3 dogs and 2 cats and my spouse, and she said she wanted to come home with us. So since then, she's been a wonderful member of our family. She loves dogs, and she loves kids, and she's great with people, which is really good for Chihuahua. Anyway, I wanted to say that I've really enjoyed being part of this organization and being part of this organization. And there's a lot of amazing little animals, dogs and cats here for all kinds of families and people. And I hope you take advantage of it and you support us. As I said, I've been involved with this organization for about 5 years, and I can't think of another one that I wouldn't want to be involved with. So come on down and support our online auction and all the other events, and anytime you have an extra time or a quarter, we'd be happy to take it because we're trying to serve the community and make sure that you have a pet when you need one.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm the office manager here at Sequoia Humane Society, and this is Christy. She's our customer service representative.
Welcome to Mardi Cause.
If you've ever called the office to ask a question about a pet here in the shelter, to schedule a $25 microchip implant, or to receive assistance with spay and neutering, chances are you've talked to Christy or I. I wear many hats here at the shelter, and my day never quite looks the same. I love helping pets in our shelter and our community because I understand how important pets are as a part of the family. Every day I have the opportunity to witness the beginning of a lifelong bond between a pet and their owner, as they both realize we have each other now. Working at Sequoia Humane Society gives me something to look forward to every day, because I know that every cat or dog placed in a home is a life saved. I get to share the love to save lives every day in my job, and I wouldn't change it. Thank you for supporting Sequoia Humane Society so we can change our world 4 paws at a time. I know someone who worked hard in school to show others how great he thinks Sequoia Humane Society is, and he's ready to share his story with us tonight. Let's hear from our local 3rd grader, Brady.
I built a model of the Sequoia Humane Society for my 3rd grade community project. I picked it because I love to volunteer there. Thank you, Sequoia Humane Society, for taking great care of all the dogs and cats that need your help.
Hello, and thank you for joining us at Mardi Cause 2021. I'm Nicole Bradley, the Executive Director of the Sequoia Humane Society. I've been at the shelter for almost 5.5 years, and I've loved spending my time here, watching the shelter evolve into what it is today. Tonight, we all come together online to celebrate the lives we have saved because of your support. In 2020, we faced our biggest challenges to date once the pandemic hit. But you, our community, stepped forward and helped us continue to make a difference. Tonight, I will ask you again to show the same support for the pets in our shelter. Please reach into your hearts and share the love to save lives tonight. If you follow the link on your screen now or at any time until Sunday at midnight, you can donate directly to the medical fund or bid in our online auction. Our auction, as well as our medical fund, will be open until midnight on Valentine's Day. Trips available, sponsored by AmFund, are valid for 3 years after purchase with no blackout dates and include airfare, rental cars, and deluxe accommodations for 2. You can travel to Greece, Ireland, New Orleans, Italy, France, Iceland, and of course, the Sun River trip donated by the Reds. I know where I'm gonna go for Christmas. All proceeds from Mardi Cause 2021 will benefit our shelter pets, including the Shelter Medical Fund that goes for veterinary care and treatment. Throughout our program, we will hear stories from our adopters, staff, and board members about Sequoia Humane Society and the pets we served. First up is a man that has dedicated many years to our shelter. He has been here since 1992, and he is our board president. Please meet Leonard, Paisley, Winda, and Candy.
Everybody, my name is Leonard McLaughlin, and I currently am president of the board of directors at Sequoia Humane Society. I've been affiliated, well actually I started as a volunteer going back in '92, and then in one way or another have been associated either as a volunteer or board member since 2000, and affiliated in one way or another, since that '92 date. All my animals that I have ever adopted, my wife was the cat person, I was the dog person, and I've had about 10 dogs altogether in those years. And these 3 are the latest family, and they are very special and whatever, and each one has their own little story. Over here, this is Paisley, and Paisley is a Shih Tzu, and I adopted her probably about 8 years ago, and she was used for breeding and came up from down south. And this is Candy, and she gets very nervous if her routine is broken, and so we sort of broke it in order to do this morning, and so she gets sort of anxious. But she just came in, and it was love at first sight. Over here is another Shih Tzu, and she's the same age as Paisley. So they're both pushing 13 years of age. I adopted her because she has a dry eye, and when I adopted her, she had to have frequent, almost every few hours, eye drops put in her eyes and all this sort of thing. And over the last couple of years, we've got that sort of in control, but one of her eyes is involved enough now because of the dry eye that she doesn't have as sharp a vision with that one. The other eye is pretty good. Eventually, things are going to get to the point where, it happens with all our animals and this sort of thing, but we will have to say goodbye, but I want to make sure she has the best life possible until that time comes. And so the medical fund is just so important, and if when I donate, I really ask most of the money I give to go to the medical fund, because they deserve a good life, and to be able to go and have as much fun and activity and this sort of thing as possible. And a lot of it is just giving them a secure, loving home to be able to be happy in and to be involved in. And I am hopeful. I know that's what they offer me. And Linda is sort of special to me too, in that I adopted Linda, or we got to know each other at the same time when my wife passed away. And it was like when my wife was no longer in the home, Linda was there, and it was like sort of an association, and it was nice. And these guys give me so much moral support, keep me busy in one way or another, and they are family. Whenever we adopt an animal, I think everybody has to remember when that happens, through thick and thin, through health and sickness, that they're all part of the family, and if they were your children, you would do everything you could to make things better, and the same thing is true with our pets. So I thank you, and don't forget to donate whatever you can to the medical fund or just to the Sequoia Humane Society in order to provide loving homes for all animals that don't have.
That is their vision, is to save as many of these cats and dogs in our community and to find them homes where they can be healthy and happy and well loved, because every dog out there deserves that. Same with cats.
Hello, welcome to Mardi Cause and welcome to the cattery. My name is Heidi and I'm the lead cat specialist here at the shelter. I have been here at Sequoia Humane Society for 14 years and have worked with around 3,000 cats in our shelter. Our cattery has 11 cat condos and a separate room for groups of cats or kittens. We currently have 22 cats and kittens, but can hold up to 35 to 40 cats at any one time, depending on litter size. Throughout the day and night, cats rotate to have free time outside of the cat condo, where they can visit the outdoor patio, accessible through cat-friendly climbing ramps. They also have access to a running water fountain and bird sounds for extra stimulation. If you look around, you'll see 2 cats roaming around me. First one we have is Smokey, which is a year and a half, and she's a tortoiseshell, and she likes to play with toys and other cats and kittens. The next one we have is Onyx, which is about a year and a half, and she's a tabby, and she's been here about 2 years. She's a little more shy, so she would like to go home with other cats and kittens. And then we also have Leroy, which he is a 3-legged orange tabby, and he's a very handsome boy. Your continued support makes it possible for Sequoia Humane Society to impact the lives of cats like Leroy and Onyx and Smokey. Without you, our work wouldn't be possible. Please continue to share the love to save lives at Mardi Cause this year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jackie Bartley. I'm the former president of the Sequoia Humane Society. I've been around Sequoia for many years, as probably most of you know, because you've seen me. I always am flitting everywhere during this Mardi Cause. I have my 2 dogs with me. Both AJ was a stray that we just seemed to find us, and Wheezy is actually a puppy that we got here at Sequoia, and she is a rascal, but she is the sweetest thing. Our lives would be really boring without them, and we will always have a rescue dog, and that's just the way it is. I'm hoping that most of you also have rescue dogs, but we have many here that you guys would probably love to have in your household if you don't. I'd like to put a special plea out for Charlie, because one of my very favorites. We really, really need your support. We appreciate you guys over the years. We wouldn't be here without you. You have kept us afloat through some really hard times. I've been with the board for, oh gosh, I couldn't even tell you, it just seems like a lifetime. So I would say probably 15 to 20 years, and there have been times when we didn't know if we were going to be able to stay open or not, and because of all the community support that we have from all of you, we have maintained and actually flourished. And I couldn't even tell you how many animals over this period of time that we've saved. And it's heartbreaking to think of all the animals that still need to be saved. So please support us and buy a nice trip. There's some really good trips on there, and I'll be sure and bid against you, but that's okay. You could probably win some anyway. So please spend a lot of money. Enjoy your life. Hope everyone's getting through this pandemic. I'm looking forward to having a live event eventually so that we can go back to all of our cavorting and having a good time and our bands and music. But once again, thank you guys all for all your support over the years. You have been our lifeblood, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and I'm the kennel manager here at Sequoia Humane Society. Today I'd like to show you a few of the areas we have here at the shelter. First, we have our animal recovery isolation room. Typically we house any of our cats that we get off of a transfer, or any sick or injured animals that need to isolate from the healthy ones in order to heal. It's really great having my office right across the hallway from the isolation room so I can monitor them and check on them continuously throughout the day. Over here, we have my office and the checkup area. In here, we typically have all of our animals examined when they first arrive, or if they're sick or injured, we take a look at them as well. Back here, we also administer any flea or tick prevention and make sure their ears, eyes, and paws are clean and healthy. If we have any injured animals, our veterinarian will come and take a look at them here and provide medical treatment.
It's time for you to learn where your money tonight that you're donating is going. Of course, it's going to the Shelter Medical Fund, which you can donate at any time by clicking the link at the bottom of the screen or throughout any of the presentations.
Approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized each year. That's 670,000 dogs and 860,000 cats. A huge contributing factor as to why animals are put on the euthanasia list at shelters is their health. Fortunately, for no-kill shelters such as Sequoia Humane Society, we make sure that no animal is left behind due to their medical situation. What really helps us is our medical fund, which we pull from if we ever have to take an animal in for surgery or medical treatment that is a lot more than we would expect for our average shelter animal. So if you would like to donate, please feel free to. It really helps out all the animals here at Sequoia Humane Society. With me here today, I have Marvin, one of our adoptable dogs. He has been here for about 3 to 4 months, and he came here when he was just a little baby. As Marvin has grown up, we noticed that his nose was leaning to the side a little bit, and he was having some breathing issues. So we took him to the vet, and the vet did some x-rays. Unfortunately, we noticed, as you can see here, that Marvin's canine tooth is turned to the side and embedded in his nasal cavity, making it hard to breathe. If he does not get the surgery that is needed, he will develop cysts and chronic breathing issues, and that could even get worse from there. The doctor did recommend that we go up to Oregon and see a dental specialist to have his tooth removed. This issue is a very rare and risky surgery, and it's going to cost about $4,500. If you would like to donate today to help Marvin or any of our other animals here, please feel free. It would be greatly appreciated.
Hi, I'm Talvi Freed from Power 96.3. Tune in to 96.3 each and every Monday through Friday morning and get to dancing. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, please go donate to our animal care funds at Sequoia Humane Society. We appreciate you so, so much. It's time for you to learn where your money tonight that you're donating is going. Of course, it's going to the Shelter Medical Fund, which you can donate at any time by clicking the link at the bottom of the screen or throughout any of the presentations. What is the Fund a Need Medical Fund? Well, it takes care of spaying and neutering all the puppers, making sure they have their vaccines for emergency.
Hey there, Donna and Phil right here checking in for Mardi Cause. We want everybody to dig deep today. Sequoia Humane is dear to our heart. We've got both of our rescues here, Finnegan and Maddie. Our life wouldn't be the same. Who do we love, babe?
We love Sequoia Humane Society.
Woo!
I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We have had so much fun here at the shelter, getting ready for Mardi Cause. I hope you've had fun dressing up, and hanging out with all of the animals tonight, even though it may be via video. We toured the shelter today. We got to meet some of the staff, some of the dogs as well, who have been very, very thrilled. To meet you. If you do want to meet them, by all means, give us a call, and please keep on donating. You have until Sunday to help us reach our goal of $25,000.